Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to round 3 of Sarge Presents Pauperocalypse. We have Garrett Anderson Lynn with Spy Combo on the top, and we have Glenn Gretzky with Mono Black Sacrifice down below. Looks like Glenn is going to go down 2 cards. Oh, Garrett bumping the camera with his spy hand reveal. I assume we're going to be seeing some fast magic going on here.
For sure. We got another mono black sacrifice deck.
There's the hand. We're going to be doing some land granting going on here. There's the Balustrade Spy too. So, Rob, this deck here, Spy Combo, normally a deck playing Balustrade Spy is usually not playing any amount of lands in it. I'm seeing 2 forests right now. What's going on?
Well, I'm honestly not sure. I do not play the spy deck in Pauper.
Well, it looks like this Spy deck has 4 lands in it. And a bunch of ways to get those lands out.
Yeah, so I'm going over this deck list. This is very different from the legacy combo that I'm so used to. This deck plays 3 forests and 1 swamp. It has a lot of ways to tutor for your basic lands to get them all out of the deck. It's very relevant for Bellatrix Spy that costs 4 mana.
Right. And when Balustrade Spy enters, it just mills your whole deck because once the lands are out, that effect is never going to see a land.
Yeah, we have Winding Way too, which is basically 2 mana draw 4.
That it is. But it looks like Glenn also is developing his board pretty quickly. Sack Outlet, Mortician Beetle, Nested, Shambler, all in line. All right, and there we go. Carrion Feeder is going to get a counter. Mortician Beetle is going to get a counter. And we're going to get a token as well, getting in for 4 here.
Better pushing damage.
Did I miss the token? Or, oh no, it looks like both the token and the creature were sacrificed. Okay. I believe that's a creeping something.
It's a Gatekeeper Vine.
Yep. There's the swamp.
These are really sweet secret lair basics.
Are they the pixel ones or are they the computer screen ones? I always forget. Or are they the
They
same
look
thing?
like the computer screen ones. Yeah, I think they're the same thing, but they're definitely something that I would play.
Oh, and here's the Lotus Petal. Getting us closer to playing that Balustrade Spy. Curian Ranger is going to allow us to potentially untap lands. Oh, Curian Ranger getting answered. This mono black deck is pushing a lot of damage right now.
Oh, for sure. The mono black deck pushes a ton of damage and fills up the board state pretty quickly. But this spy combo deck can also just win.
I think we might have a problem from the mono black's position. Let's see what's going to happen here. I don't know what answer mono black would have against the face of a resolved Balustrade Spy.
I don't know if the mono black deck could actually do anything about this.
Possible right of consumption in response for lethal. Oh, looks like we are hardcasting a Dread Return, returning. Interesting. What?
Yeah, so this spy deck can definitely go into beatdown mode. It does not have to win with the combo per se. It can just play a bunch of dorts and get a big dude in play. Those big dudes become very hard to beat.
Or, oh, maybe this is a situation where Garrett can't win because he has the Dread Return in hand and he needs it in the yard or in his deck when he goes to proceed the combo. So having to cast it this turn, that's okay. I think that's what's going on here.
Yeah, noticeably the Spy combo deck does not have a way to just pitch it out of your hand. You have to cast it and then flash it back.
Which honestly, just getting a blocker here, all it really needed to do, because I think we're gonna see a spy get cast next turn. Okay, all right. Looks like Glenn is gonna at least try to kill the end. Oh, that's not big enough. Okay.
Yeah, that generous Ent is a 5/7. Very big booty on it.
All right. Are we gonna see the spy hit the stack? What's gonna happen? A mesmeric fiend.
Playing it safe.
I am so lost at what happened to this balustrade spy.
Yeah, I mean, Garrett's at 5. You think if he wanted the combo, that would be the best time to do it.
Oh, and there it is. Okay, so it looks like he ate food potentially or blocked and then didn't put the mesmeric fiend in the bin. All right, but it looks like Lawless Troll is going to bring Glenn down to negative 17 off the ETB trigger and the oh, he needed the third creature for Dread Return. That's what it was. Okay.
We got
Wow.
there.
Okay. Yeah, so back to round 2. Looks like we're going to see our bug maker. Elves of Deep Shadow. Wow. I have not seen that card in so long.
That is a Pauper staple.
Oh, man. Ignoble Hierarch, what have you done?
Interesting to note, Garrett does have one of the 2 Dread Returns in his hand.
Possibly going to see another awkward run up from him. Overgrown Battlements, I believe. And a Kyrian Ranger. That's a lot of mana really fast. Looks like Glenn is tanking here. Man, I can imagine it could feel pretty precarious against this spy deck. Not knowing if you need to fully commit to the aggro plan, just to be able to clock them fast enough in order to not let them combo. Maybe needing to play some sort of disruptive game plan to keep them off of 3 creatures for their Dread Return line, or maybe trying to play some other way to disrupt the combo. but then also living in fear of the fact that this deck can just produce 5/7s or 3/3 flying dragons.
I think if I was Glenn in this situation, I would definitely be doing everything possible to ensure Garrett does not have 3 creatures in play. But like I said earlier, this spy deck can literally just go beatdown mode. 4 lands, who needs mana to play?
It is interesting to think that the ballad straight spy Undercity Informer strategy is kind of in a way grown as Magic has grown and has become kind of a threat all of its own. From the humble days of being, I was going to say, from the humble days of it being a pretty off the wall combo deck into a very, very serious metagame contender.
Yeah, I've definitely lost my fair share to spy, both in Pauper and Legacy, and even Vintage.
Love it or hate it, it truly does demonstrate the versatility of this card game and how inventive its players can be sometimes.
Spencer, do you remember playing some Spy and Legacy maybe a couple years ago?
Oh, that was long before it was called Spy. A little bit of oops all spells action going on because it truly was oops all spells.
Yeah, now it's Oops All Pauper Manadorts.
Reanimating Angel Glory's Rise to return a Laboratory Maniac and a Zombie Lady of Scrolls to play to guarantee the win.
Who needs
Oracle,
Force of Will when you have
card.
Pact of Negation? R.I.P.
I don't
Lab
play
Myth.
enough blue cards. Garrett is just absolutely filling his hand with creatures right now. Battleman's tapping for 2/3 now. Three defenders in play. Pass it back. Land grant again. Okay. Oh, looks like there's some Mesmeric Fiends going on in that hand. Looks like Garrett is going to very, very slowly clear the way to ensure that his combo line is going to work.
Yeah, I know I said if I was Glenn, I would try the work on making sure that Garrett couldn't have 3 creatures in play, but just looking at this board state, that's going to be a tall order.
And with the Mesmeric Fiend hitting the stack, it's probably going to become even more difficult. Oh, looks like we're going to be exiling a card from Garrett's graveyard and making a 2/2 Decayed Zombie. Decayed being zombie cannot block, and it must sacrifice itself after it attacks. Right of Consumption. There's that enchantment.
Sadistically.
That's the one.
And then the third card is Supernatural Stamina.
All right, looks like the way is well and cleared. Oh, is that enough mana? Are we going to see it? Oh, nope, just more walls coming into play. These battlements tapping for 5 each. Wow.
You think Oops All Walls would be the proper name of this deck now?
I mean, I'd certainly put my vote in for that.
not to be confused with the actual walls combo in the format.
Wow, sadistically going onto our mortician beetle. That decayed zombie, that could really do something here. Looks like we're only seeing one sadistically. Maybe a. Not really certain what happened there. Perhaps Glenn decided not to play the second sadistically. All right. Passing it back. Glenn's going to draw. There we go. There's that statistically. Oh, and there's the attack from the decayed zombie token. Blocking with the wall, however. Decayed means it's going to get sacrificed, which means Mortician Beetle will see it go and put 3 counters on itself. 2 off the statisticallys and 1 off its own ability.
Very nice.
And Garrett just has walls. I mean, he has tons of walls.
But he's definitely gummed up the board here.
Garrett could potentially cast Emrakul the Aeon Storm right now. That's how much
that
mana
would not
Garrett
be
has.
legal in this format.
It would not be. However, the fact that he can do it in Pauper is impressive. Oh, there's another gate, potentially getting another land out of our deck. This spy deck seems so interesting. Aggro game plan, you can just pillow fort against the right strategies and then just pivot to your combo line. This deck is really, really something. A lot more gameplay going on than I would have expected for a deck playing Ballad Street Spy.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, looks like we're just getting in. Glenn
We have some
potentially just looking for
blockers.
some chumps. Statistically, he's going to do some work. Believe Mortician Beetle is big enough to kill anything on Garrett's board. All right, 2 more counters. Wall of Roots, Masked Vandal, exiling, getting rid of statistically. All right. Good old Naturalize going on. Getting in for the 3 damage. 4 damage. Oh, wait a minute. Glenn might be thinking. Oh. We're going to scam back our infested elf into play. Drawing 2. Getting a bug. Getting an untapped guy back into play. Actually, wait a minute. Would be tapped, correct?
I believe so.
Ooh, right of consumption back in hand. This Mortician Beetle's getting pretty big. Oh, I think he just blocked with the infested elf rather than put it back into play.
That
So
made
it did
sense.
come back, but then blocked right away.
Made sense with the current board state.
However, I would have assumed he would have been left with an insect.
Well, yeah, if it came back and they chump blocked with it, he would have gotten a second insect.
Oh boy. Okay, this is getting close now. Garrett could just be dead to the reach. Oh, if only any of these were some fodder, we might have it. Right of consumption? Oh, it's right of consumption for lethal, I believe.
Seems
Yeah,
like it.
no,
We're going to go to our next game.
I got it done.
Glenn there at the end, wiggling his card back.
All right, game 3. This Garrett will be on the play. Glenn putting a card back. Oh, just a natty forest start for the spy deck. Carrying feeder. Oh, and we're cycling for another forest. This kind of
Very
feels like
strong
the
to get
kind of
all your
start you
lands
want.
out quickly. Yeah.
Gonna see a battlements come into play. Mortician Beetle. Oh, here we go. The mono black deck's getting stuck on lands again. Oh. Oh man, multiple Mesmeric Fiends. I could potentially see a Mesmeric Fiend getting taken here, or possibly the Shambler, just given how many lands Glenn has access to at this point.
Oh, he's taking the Shambler. That's another winding way.
Oh, putting Wall, Kieran Ranger, and Lothlith Troll into hand. Lothlith Troll,
2 mana, draw 3.
notably a card you kind of, I would assume you wouldn't want to draw, but I guess once you have enough mana, flipping it off of a Dread Return or just casting it once you have your old deck in your graveyard is kind of the same thing, don't you think?
I believe so, yes. Yeah, I mean, they only have 4 lands, but they have plenty of ways to make the 7 mana to cast a giant.
And here's the dragon. Good old lay of the land as an omen.
I have lost my fair share of Pauper games to Sagu Wildling.
I have to say, I'm quite annoyed that Elves is playing a dragon.
That's one way to look at it. They're also playing a combo that's not Elf Ball.
Well, all I care about is the fact that my breath weapon doesn't kill other things. That's all
That's
I care
true.
about.
Doesn't kill their Mass Vandal either.
That it does not. That it does not. Taking the troll, okay. Yeah, Mesmeric Fiend trick of sacrificing it with the trigger pointed at the player while it's on the stack to be able to immediately put the return the card to hand trigger on the stack, allowing that card taken to be permanently exiled with no way to get it back.
Gotta love the old templating.
It's making me feel like registering a Tidehollow Sculler sometime shortly. And that's the Chandler coming down. Now this is the kind of beatdown that the mono black deck is looking for. Battlements. Another wall. Elves of Deep Shadow. All right, coming across with the dragon.
Garrett's sitting at 3. He's done a pretty good job of coming up his board again. Gonna get a squirrel.
Garrett continuing to swing in.
Wildling and Elf going in.
Gotta end the game somehow.
That's right. Glenn sitting at a cozy 16. 13,
Chomp
I mean.
block,
Excuse me.
sacking the squirrel. Perhaps Garrett is not going to be able to find the combo line to end the game here. Perhaps Glenn believes that taking the Loth Literal early in the game has cut him off his line. Oh, there we go. There's more guys in the play. Notably, the Flying Insect a little bit less effective with the 3/3 Dragon in play. However, I don't think Glenn minds that it's an insect. I think he just likes that it's a token. Okay, Garrett is now chumping. Could we see Glenn actually beat his way through this board? Oh, well, time for a lot of mana there. Ooh. The troll.
It's a blocker.
Too good for Legacy. Free my boy.
You know what else is too good for Legacy? Grief.
Yeah. Yeah, that card's too good for Magic.
My boy did nothing wrong.
Oh. Whatever you need to tell yourself, Rob. Whatever you need to tell yourself.
Free hymns.
I will make one exception, and you're allowed to play Grief only and only if you are also playing 4 Saw in half in your deck. That is the only time it is acceptable whatsoever.
It's acceptable.
Looks like we're getting in. Still just working our way through this board. Six five sitting in play. Can't be blocked by less than 3 creatures. Oh, and it looks like
we have
that
a
will be it.
handshake.
Garrett is going to take this one, having lethal on the swing.